Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Stunningmean987 and yes, I apparently have a terrible skin right now. I'm just kidding, it's Steve. We all like Steve. Sorry about the visuals. I just got this camera from school. It's not the same one as my other school, so unfortunately it's a 16x digital. I don't know, it's I guess the best I got, but anywho, sorry about that. I hope that you can see things I can see. But we are in the Screech world. Yes, the world that I've made with my friends. But before we go into it, I wanted to talk about it a bit. But this is the whole video, basically. It's about the Screech, just to let you know. So, Minecraft, yes. Doing another Minecraft world video. So, anywho, first off, this world was created by not only me, but also some of my friends, like C3PO and Red Hero Rose. I could not have done it without these two and possibly other friends. Sorry if I haven't put you on the board. Please tell me like what you've done and I'll remember, because there's so many of you, you know what I mean? So, anywho, but yes, how this all started, well, before I thought about making this world, I thought about making a character called the Screech. That's the whole main title of this whole place. So the costume I have thought about, because in Halloween, like I think a few Halloweens ago, I wasn't thinking like everybody else. I was just thinking, instead of being Spider-Man, Iron Man, and all those other characters, why don't I just make my own character? And I came up with a guy named Consequence. He's a half human, half Grim Reaper, who has a magical scythe, and he's really good with it, like a Batman level good with it. He's able to shoot giant magical fireballs, like skull fireballs. He's able to grave bend. His purpose is basically just there to give people warnings against, I guess, and if they do things that are wrong, like say like robbing and all that stuff, they'll give you a warning, but if they do it again, then he'll give you a consequence. That's the name. So, and I noticed that also I made up another character that he can special summon if he doesn't want to deal with somebody and wants them to be ended, to be terminated. He will summon the Screecher, which is another half human, half Grim Reaper, but more ghost. He's able to actually shoot. I wish I could show you what he would look like more often or something, but unfortunately, as you can see, I can't really. Yeah, I can't get to my skin, so it's messed up. I wish they could fix that. That'd be great. Please, Minecraft, fix this. So, anywho, it's basically like just a cloak. You got, well, this time it's an axe instead of a scythe. So basically, the Screech would just kill everything without mercy with his axe. Also, in ghost form, he's able to go through walls, teleport a bunch of random weapons to throw at you, and make clones of himself. Screech a lot, yes, he's able to kill you and take your, scream. Transform into your worst fear. I mean, this is pretty much like off of a lot of creatures you probably recognize, like the Id or the, what's it called? My little brother is freaked out about this one. I forgot his name. It's like a long big pole that chases you and it has a horn on it. My brain farts. Okay. Anywho, so yes, this thing could really mind manipulate you and just give you all this stuff. So it's pretty terrifying. And this is basically one of his best stories I've made with my friends. This took a long time to make this. In fact, I haven't worked on it for a good year, or at least a long time, because I didn't know how the house is going to be made. If you look up haunted houses on Google, and I think it's like the third one down or right or whatever, you'll see the exact replica of the house that you're going to see in this world. Thank you, C3PO, for that. Could have not done it without you. And I gotta say, Red Hero Rose really helped me with a lot of the rooms in the house. She's really good. She's like the best designer I know in my friends list. There's others out there who pitched in ideas and little things like that, or helped me speed things up. But yes, I am the big brains of this. If you have any other questions, you can tell me anytime. So, let's get to this story. So, you first go into this room, right? I invite people, they go into this room, and they read the rules, you know, where you turn off beautiful skies in the game, and in-game gamer tags and video settings. Make your TV/Minecraft brightness as dark as you can, but make sure you can still read the sign in the brightness test. It's around this room, which is right over there. You just walk through, and then you're supposed to read that. And I don't know if you can read it, but I can. It says if you can read this, then you are good to go. Again, the camera, you know, that's way different than the TV. So, sorry about that, folks. Now, this is new, so I put this in because some people don't know what the objective is till they went there. So, you basically grab anything you can that is useful, run and hide from the Screech. If you see a lectern podium, put a book on it. If nothing happens, flip a page. So if you can remember that, then I think you'll be okay. Then you should be a detective from there. So let's continue. So, read the rules before leaving. Yes. Alright. So you start out in a campfire with you and your friends. Maybe you're by yourself or not, but let me get to that later. So, you go in here, and then you'll be able to read the story. The story says it's about the Oxfords, and it's by Maverick Lays, the original. So you start out with cookies, water, food, you know, stuff like that. There are a lot of items in this game that are useless, like the water bottle, but the food is useful because during this, whatever you're going to go through, you might need food. So, and we're in adventure mode. All you can do is open doors and switches, I think, and open containers like chests and stuff. And just by only having that alone, you can still have so much fun. You know, it makes it a lot more realistic as well. That's the whole point of this. So anywho, let me get to it. Since we're next to the fire with your friends, someone decided to bring this along, maybe for somewhere. I don't know how they got it, but let's just read it. The Oxford family. In the 1800s, there was a town filled with people who wanted to make a new society with their own rules and regulations. This town, in Latin, was called Novum Oppidum. I'm sorry if that's not really how you say it in Latin, sorry. Which means the new town. The town was mainly created by a rich couple named the Oxfords. Most of the people in the town looked up to them due to their ideas and business in making the town. The Oxfords decided to have their own mansion deep into the forest, far from the town. The lovely rich couple have made... Shoot, my Barbie button's not good. Made a family, raising 2 daughters. The Oxford family lived in the mansion for many years until something made them flee for their lives. They returned back to the town without telling anyone what happened. The Oxford family decided that there was no reason to stay at the town for too long, so they left. Since the Oxford family left, the town's population has dwindled over time. Some people left right away when they knew that their main inspiration of the town was leaving. Others stayed for a little while longer. The town's name in Latin was later named Oppidinula, which means the town of no return, for everyone never returned back ever again. Fun story, right? Okay. And so yes, there is a town over yonder, which I'll explain to that later. So you learn that and how or why you're here. Basically, you and your friends decided to go just camping. It's been like maybe a day or so, I guess, right? You have a lot of energy to keep on traveling and stuff. You just so happen to see this in the night, like, hey, why don't we just go to this path? You know, let's just go, you know? And they're like, oh, okay. So they go to this path, and then things start to happen. They have to make decisions, and next thing you know, things happen. And I'll explain that later. Ooh, you're being watched. Yes. This is a time where you start feeling like you're being watched. Maybe one of you or two. You're seeing things in the forest as you go by. You know. Like, things like that over there. If you even see what that is. Like, ooh. It's a lot scarier if you're doing this in person. Because it's like, oh my gosh, nighttime. You know. You see a lot of dead things around. Like, you just see a lot, not just like, I'm not talking like bones and stuff. No, I'm just saying like a lot of dead trees. It's just ominous to have a whole path like this, just all dead, as if someone manually made it dead. You know. So, I don't. Sometimes you see more creatures in the forest, but then you see this, which is a haunted house. It's like, oh crap, let's go to that. Like, ooh. I'm traveling so far in this this pathway. In Minecraft it seems like 1 minute, but in real life it could be like 20 minutes, I don't know. What the heck? You know what I mean? Like, what? Start to see the lights and you're just like, okay, that can't turn off by itself. Alright. The lightning is really good. Yeah, people can get like very scared of that, like a mother and everybody, like just that alone. And that's the whole point of this. But yeah, just taking a good look around here, like it looks good. I'm sorry if the camera is like really terrible, but it looks really nice. So at this point, you're just like, oh, heck to the no. But you're here. Whoa. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I heard that. I want to turn it up. In fact, I kind of do. Just in case, if you can hear that, I hope you do. Because there's a lot of things you would hear, and you're like, what the heck? And you realize there's no way out. That's how dark it is. Like, you can't even see that. So you look through the house, and this whole time, I mean, I'm supposed to be the Screecher. You know, I'm supposed to be chasing people in this house, by the way, and I'm supposed to like have an axe. So having that creature chase you around while you're trying to find your way out of here, it's like, oh no, you know. So you got, okay, so you got kitchen. It's a beautiful design by Red Heroes. It's really nice. We all work together on this. Pitching ideas. It's beautiful. Okay. Ominous. That is some ominous creature. Now here you're supposed to see Enderman, but sometimes it's not there, so. Or Slenderman, since it's this different pack. Alright, let me read these diaries, since, you know, Oxford wrote it, by the way, because he did. Says my diary. I can't believe I am doing this. I am physically writing down my thoughts. If I keep doing this, then I will know that I am not crazy, right? I know I have made some mistakes of which I regret, but it's too late. I could never fix what I have done. Maybe I am seeing things because of what I did. I'm not sure on what I am supposed to do sometimes, but I always remember that I have my family. The only ones that matter in my life. I should just move on. The past is in the past. I'm still working on it. Why do I always feel worried? Yes. So, there is more of a story to this. So, basically, when he was in, you know, Mr. Oxford, Rich Oxford, decided to, basically, he decided to have a house, right? He hired a bunch of men to go to the forest to make this thing from scratch, and to his custom design. So that took probably a year or two, I don't know. A good year or just about, some awesome months. Anywho, so they so him and his wife had some privacy, did their thing, and yes, they have 2 daughters. They got some rooms, which I'm going to show you. But we want to check out here. Why not? Why not? It's interesting. Okay, got a cornfield of some sort? No, it's just tall grass. Dead tall grass. It's ominous to have tall grass, but everything else is dead. It's weird. Okay. Oh no. I'm just hearing some stuff, man. That's not cool. That's not cool. Huh. That's weird. Okay. Supposed to hear something, but I don't know if we can hear stuff. Okay. Okay, we got some more random stuff in here. Okay. Yeah, just a bunch of chests in the house. Just like, alright. But yes, more towards the story. So, this... Okay. Ooh, scarecrow. Yeah. And, oh, by the way, this is the keys. You're like, what the heck is this? Like, you got a hopper here. You got, like, this going on. It's like a pink dot. And then... Okay, we got potions, which could help us. Actually, we could just throw it at the Screech. This make it slower, but you know, I don't think people think like that. You know what I mean? At first, they're like, "What do we do with this?" Yeah. And then that's the green dots. Interesting. Wonder what it's for, right? And then you got this lever here. Okay, and it's probably a piston or something. Okay, and then you have two doors. Interesting, two doors. I wonder if this opens the doors, so that's their way to escape. Interesting. Okay. So more of a story. The Oxford had a whole plan of making this from the beginning. He was already crazy, mentally ill, just like really bad. But he didn't really do the most terrible things he did till he got here. And so when he decided to build this place, he was really protective and everything. So you got this one person who came along, and I'll tell you what happened to him later. Okay. That's okay. Alrighty then. I'm gonna run now. You know what I mean? I know, I'm flying. I'm just skipping. Sorry. I'm in creative mode instead of adventure. Cheating, I know. That's right. So you go up here. Man, that's just way too fast for you. Okay. Alright. Ooh, piano room. You got statues and pianos. Haha, pianos. Creepy closet. Okay. A place to hide from the Screech. If the Screech comes over, you know, you could just simply... Well, I don't think I put this in the rules or not, but over time you're supposed to know that when you hide, make sure the Screech doesn't see you when you're hiding, like as you're going into the place. You know, because then that's not a hiding spot. But if you hide before he gets there, he's not supposed to know where you are. Now that's easy mode. Medium mode, it's also the same way, you know, but only I'm actually moving constantly around trying to find you the best I could just by walking. Extreme hard mode, it's literally having like Dream just chase you down. Like, you know that one dude who's like really good at survival and stuff? Yeah, imagine him chasing you with a costume on. Like, that's pretty much what hard mode is. But only, I don't think I'm that good as him. Maybe? I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm just... Survival wise, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty good, just not like ye. So this is the daughter's room, one of the daughters. There's a 10-year-old, I'm sorry, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. That's the, I'm pretty sure that's the 7-year-old, and the 5-year-old is up there. I'll tell you that later. Okay, alright. Go to the bathroom. We should go to the bathroom. We gotta go to the bathroom. Thank you, Red, for making this. Oh my gosh. Again, she did a lot of rooms. I mean, in total, I've done most of them, but yes, she's done a lot. Like, I think the big ones that I couldn't even know what to do. Diary 2. Okay. Something is happening to my mind, or my eyes. Maybe both. I keep seeing this dark creature around my house. The same creature that keeps haunting my dreams. It's probably just me being crazy. But I can't show it. Who knows if my family would leave me? It is strange to see and hear things, but one of my daughters telling me that something is in her closet helps me think that I'm not going crazy, that there really is something or someone out there. Maybe I should just focus on my family. Maybe I should hunt with my family less. A little bit of a taste. I want to actually like continue on with the story as I go through it. Anyhow. Okay. I'm not scared because like I've done this so many times. I'm the one who made it, so but you'll be like, what the flip? Like, you know, if you come in, you'll be like, what the flip is this? So you got a flipped over chair, you know, you got the bed, this is the this is the parents' room, you know, the main bedroom. The first room I started with, actually, fun fact. Okay, dead person here. Chest right here. Cool. I'm gonna leave now. There's many chests, actually. There's many chests. You get a lot of food and stuff. But like it's supposed to be each time you play, it's like random. And by the way, this is like the last death. I know that's you're thinking, okay, why don't I just talk about the first one? Well, here's the thing. After everything happened, where you know the Oxfords left the house, years and years went by, and next thing you know, someone just traveled here and wanted to take a look at this place, and next thing you know, they see the Screech still here, and they didn't know what the Screech is or whose house this was. It's just like you know, coming over here. He hid in here, but the Screech saw him hide in here, and he just went in and just killed him. So that's where his body is. Fun fact, fun fact. Or is it fun? Dun, 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 dun. So you get like a balcony over here. It's pretty nice. And I do say this again. This house is beautifully created. Like it's ruined a bit. Like you see things falling down, like these paintings and pictures and stuff. But I mean that's the whole point, to make it look more rusty, old, or really just run down. Because it's been centuries, or should I say a century? Because it's the 1800s, and here is present day that you just came over. Like this is like 2020 or whatever. And you got the creepy hallway. Oh no. And then you got this door over here locked. I wonder why. Diary 1, let's do this. Oh, look at that. Nice. Alright, this is the first death. Oh no. So you got this attic here. But what happened to this guy? Well, that one person that came by strolling and he was just hunting or doing something, he decided to kill him. Didn't know what to do with the body. Didn't know if anyone was there. He was just that, I don't know if it was paranoid or what, but he was just Looney Tunes in his mind. He just thought a lot of things. And one of them would be like, okay, he's here to take over my house, or figure out that I'm crazy, or, you know, I guess that's more than one, but you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like, okay, he's here to hunt for my family. I gotta take him out. But he was just strolling by, you know? And so he killed him, didn't know what to do with the body, so he decided to put it up here. So that's the first death. Okay? And that's a lot of horror stories. You see blood everywhere and stuff. Yeah, there's nothing in these things, these barrels. That's why I'm strolling by, you know what I mean? Like, it's just decoration. It's just parts of the house, leftovers, stuff. If, you know, if we need more shelves, we got more shelves. See? And if we need stuff in the boxes, we can. Another looking balcony. Oh, what's this? The key. A green key that you will take. Now, I already have my own inventory. Yes, like green key, black key, and the red key. Now, this isn't in the game. I thought I put it in this game, unfortunately, but things happen. So, I decided to just stick with two keys. Alright, so then, moving on. You'll find more deaths later. And then we go up here. I'm just gonna rush it a bit. These are really tall stairs, like really, really big stairs. And this is like the tallest part of the house. I mean, other than over here, actually, even you know what? This is the tallest house, tallest part of the house. So to me, I would be up here as a Screech. So if they look up here, I would just like move back, and they'd be like, "What the flip? Did I actually see something up there?" You know what I mean? I mostly no, they don't. They just look at the front entrance like I did. You know, they don't actually look up. But if they're trying to find me or something, yeah, they're gonna see that. They might have a glimpse of that, seeing someone stalk them from below. Screech always starts up here, or at least that's my rules, and then he might work his way down while they're already down and they're working their way up. You know, stuff like that. I felt like that's fair. You know, useless items, useful items, and useful items. You know what I mean? Food. Alright, and so it's just a great place. Like, this is the best design of a horror map I've ever made. And it's actually the first one. But not only just me making it, but in general, I can't find anything out there that's better. This guy right here, he was the last person that came in this world, and he gave me a good review of like 9 out of 10 because he was the one who stumbled upon like not knowing how to put the keys in the right order and stuff like that. Yes, you have 2 keys, and you're supposed to put it in outside into their own hoppers. Actually, that's where those green dot and the red dot was. Then that's the way out. So there's that. I totally forgot. I'm not in survival. It's scarier if this thing chased you, because and I also gave it a lot of speed, so it's going straight at you, about to explode, and then it just disappears. So, and as it gets closer, you hear the dying horse. Spoiler alert! Yes, dying horse command. Play sound thing at you. It's so scary. Like, whoa. Like, that is one of the coolest I've ever made. Like, it's really nice. And you got a total of dying. That's very useful. If you die, you can come back, which, you know, my friend did. It didn't come back. This is the 5-year-old's daughter's room. Yes, the one that keeps seeing things in the closets. Oh, let's go to the closet. Yeah, they'll be freaked out. What's this? I must turn my brightness up. Oh my gosh, a skeleton. Yeah, someone's lurking, seeing you in the, you know, the closet. Scary. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty nice. You know, the window. Dun dun dun. Okay. Third one, let's go. Third diary. It's all my fault. I should have listened to my daughter's cries. I should have known that I saw the creature outside my daughter's window. I think he's here because of me. I deserve to die, but not like this. He's here. I know it. I can't tell them what happened. They would leave me for sure. How will I live with myself? I am going to tell them that we have to leave. I can't stay here. I am going to miss this place. This was such a treasure to not only me, but also to them. I hope this is the right choice for us. All. Forever. I'm sorry, I'm reading this terribly, and I think I misspelled something. I can't stay here. Yeah, I definitely misspelled some stuff. I am so sorry. Let's just pretend that, you know, Oxford's writing is in here. It's not mine. That he's not good of a writer as I am. Let me just say that. But yes, so now that I've read all these, now I should tell you the rest of the story. I'm sorry if I mix things up and you're confused. I'm so sorry. I mean, I just didn't want to spoil things for you. But never mind. I'm just gonna go to it. So he wrote these diaries so that he can make sure that he's not going crazy. You know, because he's like, dude, I'm seeing this thing. What the heck's happening? So let me tell you what happened. So after that death, the one where he chained up, you know, in the attic, yeah. So he decided to go hunting again eventually, like next 2 months or something. It's not just hunting. I mean, like, he just goes out. He like just act like nothing happened, you know, doing whatever. So, but 2 others came by in the woods, and he didn't know if that was 2 people for trying to find the the person that's dead, or whatnot. But he just saw them in the forest, so he killed one of them, left his body there, and the other one he knocked out. Brought him to a certain place and tortured him, throwing things at him, spinning on him, like torture. Even cut off his hand because he mentally thought, okay, he could escape, so I'm just gonna cut off his hand before he wakes up. You know what I mean? So, and then you'll flip the page if nothing happens. I heard something. Oh, look at that. It's the way to the basement. It's creepy. Yeah, you can barely hear that, but this is the torture room. The room that he just destroyed a lot of creatures, and he was really terrible with creatures. Like, he hurts dogs and everything. That's his body right there. Left there. But let me tell you, though, after 2 days of him being tortured, you know, this guy over here, dead body over here, being tortured, the Screech came. And the reason why he came, he just felt this dark presence. It's like Dragon Ball Z, if you know what Dragon Ball Z is. It's like, I feel this presence, it's over 9,000! Yeah, pretty much like that, but only like dark, in a sense, I guess. And so, the Screech came, with this foul screeches and stuff, but usually he would like just try to kill right away. But he saw his worst fear, Oxford's worst fear. So he decided to take another approach, a slow and painful approach, where he would torture him for a good week by making him feel like he's crazy. And if he exposes himself good enough, the family's gonna be like, okay, you're actually crazy, I'm gonna leave. Goodbye. And that's his family. He would do anything for it. That's his life. That's how desperate he is with his family. So, you know, or something like that. I don't think I said the right word choice, but you get what I mean. And I'm sorry, I don't explain things the right way. I mean, I explain things a bit differently at times, but I'm trying to sum it all up. So, and yes, I made this whole thing up, by the way. This whole story. So he was just writing these diaries down so that he doesn't feel crazy. He just blots it down. He's seen all these things, and because the Screecher is doing that to him. And one night he had a terrible dream, like he does a lot because of the Screech, but this time it was really bad. But in the end of his dream, he saw that this guy had escaped the cell. And so he woke up and came down here to check to see if he really is, but he found something much worse. He saw him split open and stabbed 37 times. And so now he knows that someone's here, and he knew all along that the Screech is here. He saw a glimpse of him and stuff, but he didn't really know it was really a thing or whatnot, but now he knows. So he's making his final diary in his bedroom, where his mother is sleeping with the youngest daughter up in the top room for just that night. And next thing you know, when he's finished writing things down, he hears a scream. You know, it was his wife's scream. So he ran up, and next thing you know, he was distracting the Screech and taking a beating, I guess. You know, some damage or whatnot. But he managed to, you know, help his family, and his family left, you know, trying to wake up the other daughter, and just went with the horses, go to the town square, and next thing you know, he was distracting him a little longer, and then he left. And so when they travel by horses, they obviously, like, the Screech is slower than the average human. I mean, I don't know if they're like fat or not, but for me to run, I'm pretty fast. So for this Screech, it's just basically like, it's weird. It's kind of like a walking jog. It's not like a full-on run, I guess, for how fast he is. So anywho, he was out of his radius. Like the Oxfords, the family, were definitely just gone, like out of his radius. He has a range to where he can, you know, manipulate and stuff, but he also has a range of like where to find them, and the Screech could not find them. So he just stayed here for a while. And it's more questions. If you have any more questions about anything else, you can just tell me. But that's pretty much it, the story. But let's continue on with this amazement here. So that was the torture room, but this is the spell room. This is the spells and crafts, the stuff that you would throw at him or whatnot, you know. And this was all a secret. This whole basement was a secret from his family. They did not know a simple thing. He did. Because he told the guys to make this secretly. So, that was interesting. Oh yeah, you're supposed to run this way, and then he's supposed to chase you. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was just thinking that for a split second. I was like, crap. But yeah, you're out of nowhere just like, what the flip is that? Run, where, why? And then you're like, oh shoot, he's chasing me. You know, it's a zombie chasing you. Or an illusion of a creature chasing you, right? And you're supposed to be in survival again. Or adventure, not creative. And so, you know that time when you feel like you're running away from something or someone, but in your dream it's like slower, you know you can be faster? You feel that. You feel slowness. And you feel like you're trying to run away from it, and it's just like, what the flip? How am I not fast enough? But you're obviously faster than it. So, next thing you know, it disappears. It's like, what? Where'd it go? You know? So, yeah, I know. It's a lot better in person. But also, this whole time, you're getting chased by Screech. Or, maybe not the whole time, but, you know. This is the weird room. I call it weird because it's just ominous. This is where Oxford does his weirdest things. And if you remember where that goes, you know, that's a door. So if you have to think of where else, you know. Now this is just my thoughts, you know. I don't think an average person's going to feel like, oh, I know exactly what to do. But for a smart person to think, okay, I know where this goes. Because there was a locked chest outside and it has this door over it. So look at that. So, you know, that's why I put that there. So that everybody can understand where that goes to. Because they think, oh, okay, it's in this room, right? Well, they don't hear anything. And they know that, you know. So then you go up here, flip the switch, and now you're in the shack. You know, got tools and stuff. Which leads to back outside. Yep, a basement, a shack, leads back outside. Pretty creepy, right? So next thing you know, you go all the way over here, and then you find the other key. Now, again, if someone that already knows this place and already knows all this stuff, or maybe is watching the video right now, or not now because this isn't live, you are probably going to see and know where everything is now. Well, I'm going to change the, you know, the items and stuff like that. So if you're playing with 4 players, it's going to be hard for you to manage food if you guys are not cooperating. And you're not going to experience all the frightening things you just would see, that you just heard and everything else by yourself. But this is a pretty good world. Alright, so now that I have it, what we do is, we put this down. We either drop it or just put it in. You know what I mean? So, I like to drop it. And then, boom. Just like that. Ta-da! Oh no! I must run away. Yeah, you know, that could be annoying. I should probably change that. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm probably gonna fix that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, I'm still working on everything. So what that is, it's supposed to be like you gotta run, go, go, go. But you're supposed to hear that creepy sound from the zombies, and they're right here. And imagine them chasing you, like all of them. Especially without food, it's gonna be really hard. But yeah, so all that, you know, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm really gonna figure that out, because now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, I think that's just more annoying than just terrifying, you know what I mean? You know, I feel like I get it. You know, you walk out and you're like, oh, okay, you don't hear anything, but then you go up to them and it's all that, I get it. But from there, no one's chasing you the whole time, so it's like, you know. So I'm sorry, that makes sense. that I'm probably gonna fix that right away after this video. I'm gonna work on it. But anywho, you go through this path again, and next thing you know, unfortunately there's no exit without saving. I wish, but there isn't, so I just have to make a coffee after this. And this happens. You win! You won! Woohoo! A lot of people are like, what did you win? Living? So that's it. You basically are now in this comfy room where you can talk about what just happened to your friends or whatnot. I mean, you could just chill over here. You know, it's a good looking room. And then you got these signs over here saying, hey, thanks for playing. Please let Stunningmean987, well, pretty much me, know your thoughts and ideas. For more information, text me on Xbox. Type in me on YouTube to see more content. Shout out to all my friends. That has helped me make this happen. Really, I couldn't have done this without everybody. If without everybody, the house would look different. I think the rooms would probably be different. I mean, it's a big difference. Even the tiniest things, like a guy that helps me make this bigger tree. I mean, that I feel like is a big difference, you know. So, but yes, and then we have part 2 coming soon. What part 2 it is? Spoiler, it's going to be... It's going to be the town. Yay! You're going to go to the town. You're going to travel next morning. Like, you go into your tent to sleep. You wake up with your friends or whatnot. You're just like, okay, I'm not going to go back home just yet. I'm not going to let this creature happen. I mean, if it was chasing me, then okay, yeah. But it's not. Nothing's happening right now. You know, everything's fine. Let's just keep going. That was just one crazy night. Alright. And next thing you know, you travel. Next thing you know, you're at the... You know, you're at the place. You're at the town. And I feel like it's going to be like a Texas kind of feel. Like an old Wild West feel. Or a Pilgrim feel. Did I say that right? Pilgrims? You know, it's going to be like pitchforks and knives, Pilgrim feel. I don't know. Something in the lines of that, where you have the bar, you got the jail, you got the office, you got somewhere over yonder. You got the main spot, like the town, and then you got like more of the outside a little bit, like the farm or whatnot. You know, stuff like that. And you're going to go around with your friends, and this time it's going to be a different game mode. So instead of escaping a house or running away from this one person or creature, you are going to try to kill the creature, or at least stop it, or at least, I don't know, like, it's either lines of you're going to kill it, you're going to run away again, or you're going to stall it and run. So, like, trap it or something. Like, I'm not so sure yet. I mean, it's like saying, oh, how's the house going to be built, but I'm not even there yet, you know what I mean? Even though it's past that now. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be, I believe. I wish a lot of things would be fixed in Minecraft. I know they're going to have an update soon. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be next year. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Because I thought maybe this October. But anywho. So yes, I can't wait for that. I really can't wait to make that. It's going to take a bit. But I figured, why not just see it so far of how things are. And that'll be it. So yeah, that's pretty, I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, it took a while to make this. I mean, thank you for everyone who has made it with me. It was a lot of fun, but I put a lot of time into this, and now I want to put more time with family and friends and you guys. If you guys want to, you know, come to this world and stuff and try it out, I mean, that would be great. So, but if you were here, I think my next video maybe would be about going to a Hispanic restaurant. That's mainly the reason why I have this camera, but I figured since I have the camera, I might as well record about this, you know what I mean? So, anywho, but yes, please, if you want, you can come on again and try this. I mean, people can still go here, you know, they can still come if you want, you know, even if you've seen everything. You could still come for the fun experience of like, hey, you got someone chasing you, or maybe somebody else could be the Screecher and I can run. Never tried that before, but But yes, I usually do things a little bit differently for the first time guests. But if the people who are doing it again, I'm probably going to play in a medium mode. Unless they request hard mode, which no one has ever done. And I don't really think I've done medium, because no one usually comes back here after the first time. But, hey, if anyone wants to, they can. And so, the story continues. Haha. But yes, after the second part, I think that'll pretty much be it. I think, maybe, at least Screecher number 1, haha, story. Because you come out of the house, you go to the tent, then you go back over to town or whatnot, and then you're just chilling over there, seeing what's around. But then again, the Screech comes over because you were walking instead of with horses this time. You're traveling, or if anything, it just seemed to try to find you, and it went to that direction, and you just so happened to be there, and you're like, oh, okay, great. So now we have to really run away from this thing again or something, you know. But I think it's gonna be a bit different. You're gonna actually set it up to where you maybe even make traps, or maybe just really take them out. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll definitely see how this works. See what Minecraft has to offer. But then you just leave and you go home. That's pretty much the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much. And I also noticed that if you go to the marketplace on Xbox, you can find the House of Screams. My friend has called that a 10 out of 10, and this a 9 out of 10 at the time. And I figure this is cool and all, but it's different, because House of Screams, spoiler alert, is where you go into a mansion, you find bones, and then you get trapped forever. Pretty much. I mean, I gotta admit, that is really cool. Like, if you want more jump scares than the actual mechanics, go for that. I recommend it. I bought it myself to see what the commands are like, and they have a lot of PC stuff. For instance, for this, they'll actually change this to be painting or glass or something, or whatnot. You know, like they'll change the items and make it different. They'll even import their own voices. So next thing you know, you'll walk over to maybe here, and it'll say "Go away," you know, in their voice, their deep voice. I don't know. I think that's really freaking awesome. I wish I could do that. I would add in the FNAF 6 jump scare sound. Like, that is awesome. And then I would have a picture item frame. Like, I'll teleport you to a dark room where it's only just, like, you're just stuck. Like, it's like one block, and you only see, like, something in front of you like this. But only way creepier. And it's like a real, like, picture of something creepy. So, that would be amazing, but I don't think I work with PC or nor do anything like that. So, oh, sorry, camera. But anywho, I think that's about it. I hope that you guys enjoy, and if you guys want to talk to me or something, you can. Let me know. Comments down below. I'm just kidding. You can just message me on text or whatnot. If you want more videos, you want to see it, you can hit the bell. If you want to subscribe, that'd be cool, so that everybody else can see it out there. If you want to like the video, I mean, you don't have to, because I feel like that's for if you want to watch this again later, you could. But anywho, thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful time. See ya.